Today we're going to learn about chapter 3, Karma Yoga of the Bhagavad Gita. Arjun said, "O Janardhan, you said that intelligence is superior to the action, and yet, O Keshava, you goad me to fight the war. Why? My mind is perplexed and unable to decode your cryptic language. Can you not tell me in simple words which path to take?" Sri Bhagavan said, I have mentioned earlier that there are two paths to transcendental enlightenment. One is the path of knowledge based on philosophy and contemplation. Other is the path of work or action. Abstaining from work or physical renunciation is not the answer. Both are inadequate ways to divine enlightenment. Not for a moment can one live without action. Whether one likes it or not, one is compelled to act, influenced by the three modes of material nature. It's possible that one restrains one's senses but continues to think of sensual pleasure. He is not really inactive, he is but a hypocrite. Far better is one who controls his senses through the mind and engages oneself in karma without attachment, O Arjun. Choose to act. Choose to do your duties over inactivity or not doing your duties. Without action, we cannot even maintain our own body. Remember, Kaunteya, that to liberate oneself from the bondages of existence, action has to be done as a sacrifice to the Lord. All other actions are binding. So, Arjun, work without attachment. The Creator Prajapati blessed all mankind at the beginning of existence to perform sacrifices that would please the Lord and usher in prosperity. Sacrifices please the Devatas who then satisfy those who have performed the sacrifice. This reciprocation between gods and mankind benefits all. When pleased, the gods supply gifts that are necessities for life, but using those necessities without performing sacrifices in gratitude is as good as theft. Pious people habitually take food that is first offered to God, and by doing so, they are relieved of their sins. But the wicked eat only for their enjoyment, and simply by eating they are sinning. Living beings are dependent on grains. Grains are produced by rain. Rains are a result of performing sacrifices one does as prescribed duty. The prescribed duties to be followed are listed in the Vedas, the sacred literature which is directly spoken by God. Thus all sacrifices revolve around the absolute Lord. Ignoring the cycle of duties as given in the Vedas is living a life of sin and irresponsibility. A life of sensual pleasure is a waste of life, Parth. However, the prescribed duties do not apply to one who is illuminated and fully self-realized. A self-realized person has no attachment to the results of prescribed action. He has no motivation to perform them because he has nothing to gain or lose. So perform your duties. Work without attachment to the fruits of your action. Only this can lead you to the realization of God. This is how King Janak and others have attained perfection. By action without attachment to results, you should set an example for others by proper actions. Actions of a great man are followed by the world. The standard he sets are emulated by the world. O Parth, even though I have no duties to perform in any of the three worlds, I still do my duties. Because, Parth, if I do not do my duties, people can use that as an excuse or as an example for not doing their duties. If I do not act dutifully, the world will suffer and I will be responsible for that. There will be chaos, destroying peace for humanity, all because of me. O son of Bharat, the ignorant act attached to the results of the action, was the wise act without those attachments, thereby inspiring the masses. The wise should not confuse the ignorant, lest they stop work altogether. This should inspire them to act on their duties in an enlightened way. It is the three modes of material nature that perform all activities. But the ignorant, deluding himself to the body, thinks that he is the doer. O mighty armed Arjun, a knowledgeable person knows all about the soul, karma, and gunas. He does not get entangled with attachments or sense gratification, but those influenced by gunas remained attached to material objects and enjoyment. The wise should not perplex such ignorant souls. The answer to this disease condition is to meditate on me and surrender unto me in full knowledge, free from desires, free from ego, free from grief, and then fight. Practicing my teachings faithfully and without envy will bring freedom from karmic bondage. And those who do not follow my teachings out of ignorance and envy will live in bondage and misery for life. Both the wise and ignorant act as per their nature. Nothing is achieved by suppressing one's innate natural tendencies. It is the senses which affect desires and aversions. Do not let them be in control, as they are enemies that block the path of self-realization. It is advisable to act according to one's own nature and duties. Even if it is not done perfectly, it is still better than doing another's duty. Better to die while engaged in one's own duties than be engaged in another's path, which is downright dangerous for the soul. Arjun said, "What is it that makes one act sinfully and improperly, against his will, as if by an empowering force?" Sri Bhagavan said, "It is lust, and lust alone, which is the biggest enemy of the whole world. A product of the mode of passion, it eventually transforms into anger. Excessive desire can cover mind's clarities, just as smoke covers fire, dust covers a mirror, and womb covers a fetus. Even the wise and learned are seen to be covered by this force of lust, which is insatiable like a raging fire, overwhelming the embodied soul and clouding its knowledge. Lust takes charge through the senses, mind, and intelligence. O best of the Bharats, waste no time in controlling the senses and killing this sinful demon called lust that destroys knowledge and self-realization. The senses are superior to gross objects. The mind is superior to the senses. Higher than the mind is the intelligence, and superior to the intellect stands the soul." Once again, the senses are superior to gross objects. The mind is superior to the senses. Higher than the mind is the intelligence, and superior to the intellect stands the soul. The soul, being superior, can control the material senses, mind, and intelligence. O mighty armed Arjun, use spiritual power to destroy the unconquerable enemy known as lust. This was the end of chapter 3, Karma Yoga. Next, we will learn about chapter 4, Snana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Thank you.